Okay, today I'd like to teach you an exercise that's sort of a hybrid of the reptilian crawl and the bear crawl mixed together, a bear walk from an infant, which is an infant development exercise. Actually, Sears developed this exercise years ago when he was working for me at the Institute as an instructor, and him and I used to train together a lot. He's a creative young fellow. And so what we're going to do, and this is an exercise that you need to work into carefully because it's a lot harder than it looks. So we're going to do sort of a bear crawl type exercise. It's really an offshoot of a mammalian crawl that's partly bear crawl, that's partly reptilian crawl, but it works the core really solidly. Now, you've probably seen me do the reptilian crawl and the bear walk before. I've done it in previous blogs. Not too far back. If you want to look back, just research CHEK Reptilian Crawl. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you two ways to do it, one less advanced, one more advanced. JP developed the idea with dumbbells. You can also do it with kettlebells, which, as I'll show you, is a lot trickier. So what you're going to do is get down, hold on to the handles, keep your spine nice and parallel to the ground. You're going to need to activate your core and just crawl. You got to lift the weight up and move. And you don't need to go fast. It's really just a core control exercise. And it puts torque through the core. And going backwards is harder generally than going forwards. Okay. Now, the heavier the weights you have in your hands, the tougher it is. And it does work your core pretty hard, so make sure you're not doing this before you do things like squats, lunges, deadlifts, overhead pushing, because the last thing you want to do is fry your core before you do functional exercises, unless you just want to buy an orthopedic surgeon a new car. Okay, next we will go up to the more challenging version. Now, what's tricky about this is if you're not careful, you can flip the kettlebell over and possibly break your wrist. So be smart as to whether you're ready for an exercise like this, because it does require pretty good stability in the arms, the wrists, the shoulder, and the whole body. For a lot of you that are in shape, it won't be that hard, but for some of you that like to try shit you shouldn't be doing, you can get hurt. Okay, same thing, and we're gonna, it's opposite arm, opposite leg. Now going backwards is a lot harder. And as I load, as I'm about to pick that front kettlebell up, I draw my belly button in to stabilize. Now it's better to do a lighter weight so you can get a good 20 to 30 seconds worth of loading or more, up to a minute, depending on what exactly you're trying to accomplish. But don't move up until you can do about 3 sets with a light load. Normally I would crawl about twice as far as I just did here in one set. So I'd do up and back. So generally I go about 25 to 30 feet in one direction and then backwards. Going backwards is a lot harder, so you may want to wait till you're strong enough to even try that. And like I said, it's best to start just off the ground without. So this is the bear walk with your butt up. And the reptilian crawl is when you're down low, like that. So you want to get good at it with just your body weight before you start adding weight like that, unless you're just really like getting tortured and maybe hurt. So there's some neat technology you can work with. Next time you say hello to JP Sears in person or on one of his media outlets, you can say, "Thanks for the great crawling exercise." So thanks for joining me. You can learn loads more through the CHEK Institute. Scientific core conditioning is loaded with great assessments and core conditioning techniques. Scientific back training is loaded with assessments and all sorts of useful technologies and techniques and stretches and mobilizations. And then if you get into our integrated movement science level 1, which is CHEK Exercise Coach, you can progress yourself through and learn a mountain of great stuff. So thanks for joining me today. I'm Paul CHEK. Enjoy keeping yourself fit. See you soon.